Should I be a nurse or a real estate agent? Are you stuck between a safe career and financial freedom? Well, you're not alone. Nurses, teachers, professionals, we've coached plenty who ask the same question. In this video, I'm going to break down how to think about a career versus real estate. You'll see the trade-offs between staying in your current career or jumping into real estate and how to decide. All right, so you typed in, should I be a nurse or a real estate agent? I'm going to challenge you right now to say, should I be a nurse or should I be a real estate investor? Look, the truth of the matter is a real estate agent is just another job, and it's vastly different from being a nurse. You probably got into nursing because you love to help people. That's probably something that you liked, because most people that don't like helping people would not become a nurse. So that's probably inside of you, which is good. And you might want to do the same thing as a real estate agent. But if you're going to make a move to be a real estate agent, I encourage you to get really paid for what you do. As a real estate investor, you can help people out of very difficult situations, but get paid tremendously more for it and build wealth and build a real business that has equity, that has cash flow, and that has financial freedom. A real estate agent doesn't have financial freedom. They have to trade their time for money, just like you do as a nurse. You work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. As a real estate agent, you sell a house, you get paid. That's it. As a real estate investor, if you do it the way we teach, you can make large chunks of money flipping houses, and you can start to build your wealth alongside your current career by holding houses as a real estate investor and holding on to rentals. So let's talk about that. The best advice I can give you is do both. Don't give up one to do the other until your real estate investing business has enough income that you can decide what you want to do. Maybe you want to stay part-time nursing because you like the benefits you get there. Or maybe you just like working in a certain hospital or a certain area or a certain nursing center, whatever, or private health care. Maybe there's things you like about it that you want to keep and you can do it part-time, and you can still be a real estate investor. Look, you have a lot of options, but I encourage you to put a couple years in doing them side by side, which you can do if you do it the way that we teach you, and have a lot of options. Wouldn't you like to have more options? Let's talk about security versus opportunity. The reason I say stay in both, at least for a little while, is you probably like security, and I understand. I've worked for myself since I was 19 years old. I've only had one job, and my own brother had to fire me. So I went to work for myself at a very young age. I've never known security. I have a lot of really good friends that have to have security. I traded having security over building a life that I wanted to live. And it took me a long time and a grind to get here, but I was able to do it. That's the real trade-off. Do I want to build the life that I want to live, or am I going to stay here in what I call the golden handcuffs? The golden handcuffs are, you pay me just enough so I don't quit. You give me just enough benefits to make it seem scary to go out and get health insurance for myself. And it seems scary to set up my own investment account. And you give me some money for 401k, so I better stay here. That feels like security, and that's golden handcuffs. It means that you can never leave there because you keep telling yourself you're on this hamster wheel and you say, I want to stay here because after all, they take care of me. The truth is, they could fire you at a moment's notice and wouldn't think twice about it, but you feel like you're secure there. I get it. Trading security for independence and financial independence is not simple. That's why I suggest you do it alongside your current job, so you have options once you have built up your real estate investing business to be substantial enough to be able to walk away from the job if you want to. So Glenn, how do you do it part-time alongside a current career? Well, you want to use leverage. That's the great part about being a real estate investor. You don't have to put a tremendous amount of time into it. If you can carve out 5 to 10 hours a week and be consistent and diligent in those times, you can build a very successful business because you're not going to do it using your own time or your own money. We call it OPM, or other people's money, or OPE, other people's experience. You're going to leverage that. You're going to hire other people's experience to find the deals for you. You can even hire people to negotiate and buy those deals for you. They're called real estate agents, by the way. You can have OPM, or other people's money, to finance and fund your deals. Then you'll use OPE, or other people's experience, to hire contractors to do the deal, and then back to OPE as a real estate agent to have them sell the deal for you. You're just going to manage the flip, not do the flip. You might be thinking in your mind, well, if I want to be a real estate investor and flip houses, I have to spend all this time painting on the weekends. No, you don't. You are going to manage the project. If you learn how to manage and leverage your time as a real estate investor, you can build this on the side. Listen, if you flip one house, the average flip is about $54,000 in profit if done correctly. That's a great secondary income, right? If you just hold 1 or 2 houses per year in the next 5 years, you'll actually be a multi-millionaire from your rental portfolio, and that's going to give you the options that you've been looking for, and that's why you're here today. I'm reminded of a cancer survivor and a nurse that came to one of our live events a few years ago. Her name is Lisa, and Lisa used to say, look, all I know is butts and bedpans. And I said, what? She said, well, I'm a nurse. I said, really? She was a hospice nurse as well. So she dealt with people in the end of their life, and she saw people that live with regret. She said, I'm not going to live like that. She went through cancer. She beat it, thank God. She's an amazing woman, but she said, I am going to change my life. Do you know that in the first 2 years of working with us, she was able to flip 3 houses and made well over $100,000 in profit? It gave her the options that she needed to leave nursing and become a full-time real estate investor. Now has rentals, now does lots of stuff in real estate investing, and she's got her life back again. We have seen so many nurses come through that have been successful. It's why I wanted to make a video about it, because for some reason, I think it's because we are helping people get out of very difficult situations. When we work with motivated sellers and we help them, we help new buyers buy that house, it's a pretty cool experience. I think for some reason, it just lends itself to nurses. And so for some, I don't know, it's worked for nurses. We love to work with you guys. Here's my advice. If you came here, it's because you're looking for a change. And the truth of the matter is, if nothing changes in your life, nothing changes. You have to make a change and make a decision, but it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to be a nurse or a real estate investor. I encourage you to do both until you have options and then decide. That should make you feel a little better about taking your foot out of the security pool and stepping it into the opportunity pool. If you just take it one step at a time and build it alongside your current career, you can live your dream on both sides. If you're a nurse wondering if real estate could change your life, go to my next video, Why This Nurse Refused to Wait Any Longer to Change Her Life. It's a recent coaching call I did with a registered nurse and now real estate investor that proves what's possible when you stop waiting and just get started towards your dreams. Check out the video right now.